A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing okay. You know, it's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Just want to say shout out to you guys. All right, so we have a couple of things that I want to talk about in this one. We see where Brian Charles Lara is set to take the field in Jamaica early next year. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, all those out there in Jamaica that want to get a chance to see the man in action, he will be playing out there. Gonna give you guys some more information about that. Plus, we see where the former West Indies pacer Colin Croft, you know, he recently wrote an article and he had quite a few things to say, you know, basically saying what is going on in West Indies. It's embarrassing, and the fact that they decided to put together a group to do a review of the World Cup that we just played in is madness, and more madness, in his words. So we're going to go through those two stories, my peeps. Just make sure you watch the video until the end, and if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with all the information that we have to give out on this platform. All right, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So the former pace bowler Colin Croft, he had quite a few things to say, and I'm going to try and see if I can put a link to the article in the description below so you can probably read the article in its entirety, right? So it says, the first thing that he had to say was that it's very unfortunate and disappointing to discuss the standard of what the standard is to represent West Indies. So the players that are able to represent West Indies, is saying that these players are not, you know, they are not at a standard that we would be proud of, you know. So you probably can just come and play a few regional game, make some runs, and in no time you're in the West Indies team. So he's saying that, you know, this discussing the standard to represent West Indies cricket is very embarrassing and disappointing. He went on to say that he's very disappointed with what is going on with West Indies cricket now, but he's not surprised. Just like most of us that have been following the cricket, you know, very disappointing when we see how the team is playing, but it's not a surprise to see all of this, my peeps. He went on to say all of them are doing their best. Listen, you know, listen carefully why he said that. He's saying that all of the players are doing their best. He thinks that all of them, they're actually doing their best. But he went on to say, and I am thinking that the best is just not good enough. Well, he went on to say that it has nothing to do with money, right? It has nothing to do with people getting money and becoming more comfortable and not wanting to train. He's saying that Australia, England, India cricketers are well paid, yet the standards, you know, it doesn't drop any at all. So even though the players are well paid from an international standpoint, the standard is still high. He's saying that, you know, the teams are better prepared for matches, for a series, for different tournaments and competitions. Now, this is what he had to say, my viewers, in terms of the players representing us. He's saying most of our players, their best effort and skills are not even 50% of what is required. So he's saying that they are giving their best effort and they are doing the best that they can, but their skills, they are not even 50% of what is required to really perform well for West Indies. He went on to say that to compete at the international level, these guys need to be way better than they are now. You know, to compete in ODI, Test cricket, and even T20 cricket, you know, you definitely need to be at a higher level, he's saying. He went on to say people running, this is him talking about the guys at the top now. He said that the people running our cricket seem to be living in a different planet or on a different planet. If they believe these players will be will win and regularly perform well for us, then they must be on a different planet, because that is not the case. That is what he's saying, my viewers and subscribers. If they believe that the players that we have, these players can perform regularly at a high level for us, then they must be on a different planet, because that is definitely not the case. He's also spoke, as I said, about the review where we saw, you know, Brian Lara and a couple of other guys being put on a panel to do a review of the disastrous World Cup that just ended. You know, he's saying that, and I quote, "This is madness, madness, and more madness." He went on to say, "What will they tell us that we don't already know?" What will they tell us that we don't already know, my viewers and subscribers? That is what Colin Kraft is saying. These are not my words, no, my peeps. As much as I agree with most of what he's saying here, these are the words of the former West Indies pace bowler Colin Kraft, saying that, you know, these players that we have representing us, these players, they are doing their best, yes, and they are putting out 100%, but it's just that they are not good enough. The standard that is required to make a West Indies team is too easy, he's saying. The development of the cricket is not there, he's saying. The guys that are leading, they keep on doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, and it's not working out, my peeps. So I don't know. I personally, as I would have said in previous videos, I won't steamroll the guys because of how things went against Australia, the series against Australia. Mark you, I wasn't too impressed with how we finished off. I wasn't too impressed with how we finish off our second test match, you know, but we went there expecting to be steamrolled, to lose the game in probably 3.5 4 days. And as I said, the first game, you know, this is no victory or anything, but we were able to play out the entire 5 days. And then down in the latter part there, as I said, the last game, we didn't show much of a fight. We had Tejnar and Shandapal making 17 in the second innings and top scoring, my viewers. When you're chasing over 400 and hard runs and the only man that is able, the top scorer is 17, then you know that something is definitely wrong. But I am not going to behave as if I have short-term memory or amnesia. You know, it was just the other day that we were able to beat England and we beat Bangladesh, you know, so I could deal with I don't have a problem dealing with these 2 losses against Australia. It's just that it was a little bit rough to see how we lost the second one. So that is it, my peeps, in terms of what Colin Kraft had to say and my little bit of input on that. So some information from the batting star, the batting prince, the man that still looks as if he's able to go out there and put on a show for West Indies senior team, talking about none other than the great Brian Charles Lara. He say the article is saying that Lara will be in Jamaica in January, right, at the Treasure Beach Sports Park in St. Elizabeth, that is. So he recently took to social media to announce this, my peeps, and this is what he had to say, and I quote, "I will be seeing you soon. We'll be playing in the Legends cricket match. I will be playing in a Legends cricket match in at the same venue that I just said, the Treasure Beach Sports Park." He said it's gonna be on Sunday, January the 15th, and he's looking forward to seeing you guys and all your family members, right? So make sure you go out. If you are there in Jamaica, if you want to fly in, you can fly in and go and check it out and see what the great man Brian Lara is up to. You might get a chance to see a couple of other former West Indies players. People like Jerome Taylor is from St. Elizabeth. Darren Powell, who is now in politics, former pace bowler, is also from St. Elizabeth. So, you might just get a chance to go and see the great man in action, my peeps. So go and big up on yourself, and we'll touch base later on. See?